Hello, beauties. How's everybody doing today? Um, Before we get off into this message, um, my team wants me to raise my vibration. I need to do some more shadow work, or more to say, I need to be more consistent on shadow work as well as energy work. And so I've been guided to work with the Oracle of Seven Energies, as well as Queen Afwa's book, Heal Thyself. If anyone is interested in me sharing and pulling cards and giving journal prompts to do your own shadow work, as well as affirmations, please just mention it in the comments, and I will share videos doing that energy work. Otherwise, hey, if y'all not interested, I'll just do it by myself, because that's what I've been doing. But Spirit is telling me to put that opportunity out there for those that want that information. So let's just go ahead and get right off into this reading. First card we have is Wise Counselor, Belonging, Learning, Traditions. To me, this really feels as though someone needs to let go of old traditions, old beliefs, old ways of doing things, and learn what your soul is calling for you to do. Because as we release those old beliefs, okay, for an example, we were taught you have to get a good job that is going to why I got an extra earring hung on my thing. That wasn't the look for today. But okay, so our parents tell us we have to get a job, we have to have our pension plans, 401ks, all that stuff in place. However, traditionally you may not feel drawn to do things the way your parents did. You don't want to work a regular 9 to 5. You want to do something more creative or off the path that everyone normally does. Well, you can absolutely start your own business. You can absolutely live off your crafts, your skills, and do your own investments to make sure that you are secure for the future and for retirement. So that's just an example there, because traditionally, being raised a certain way, by following that, we also miss opportunities of enjoying our heaven on earth by doing the things that we love, receiving income from doing the things that we love, so that we can live a more happy and abundant life, right? Like the people that dread those Mondays, that's because they are in a place, an environment, doing things that they do not like doing. So yeah, it's time to learn something new. It's time to go where you feel you belong, where you feel accepted, where you feel joy and excitement, right? And there are a lot of opportunities that are coming your way just for you to do just that. It also says, the clarifier underneath this Wise Counselor is the Ten of Earth, which is the Ten of Pentacles. It's a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life, right? So, by you stepping out and forging your own path and doing things your way, that is what's going to make you happy. That's what's going to create a happy family dynamic for you, okay? We don't want to do things that we dread and then come home feeling unhappy and miserable. We have, wow, okay, so we have the Ace of Earth, clarified with the Ace of Fire. This is all about abundance, opportunities, resources coming in such an overflow. I'm looking at this picture, and the picture on this card looks like the fall. So this may even be happening in the fall time. But we also have the Ace of Earth is clarified by this Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. Okay, so what I'm strongly feeling is somebody already has a skill, a craft, a talent, something that you enjoy doing. Spirit is saying the time is now. You have an opportunity that is coming your way, and when this opportunity comes your way, you are going to resist all of the resistance that you feel, which is like you talking yourself out of it. Oh, they're not going to select me. You know, there's so many other people that they're looking at. You know, maybe I'm just wasting my time. No, that is nothing but fear. That is entrapment. That is the old traditional ways of doing things, you know, and parents, you know, saying, oh, everybody can't be a star. Everyone that wants to sing isn't going to be a famous singer. Yeah, you know what? You may not be a famous singer, but guess what? You may be booked for all of the beautiful, you know, restaurants that have live performers or whatever, and you may be an absolute success in that, right? So we're going to release the illusions. Do not allow fear to make you feel like you are trapped, like you have to keep that regular 9 to 5. Now, I will say this. I'm not telling everybody just go quit your 9 to 5s. What I am saying is make sure that you make time for what makes you happy. And as you start doing that, and these opportunities are presenting themselves, you're going to see all of the flow of resources that you have so that you can adapt and transition into that new phase, skill, whatever it is, because we have this release here, which is, you know, you releasing all those fears, stepping into your power. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So, you know, yeah, you've gone through a lot of hardships, you've gone through a lot of challenges, you know, you've learned a lot. You know, that's basically what that means. You know, when we've gone through so many challenges in life, that is, you know, us letting go and accepting that endings have to happen in order to transition and transform into a new beautiful life and feeling free. Okay, and that's what this is. You following your passion, you following your heart, you following your bliss, your joy, your excitement is what is going to make you feel free, right? Next card that we have clarifying this endings and transformation and freedom is this King of Fire, which is someone that is motivational, someone that is idealistic, someone that is ambitious and charismatic. And the advice the Spirit is giving you right now is focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So you want to accept advice from someone that is doing what you are doing, someone that is at where you want to be. We're not letting any other outside voices influence our decisions that we are making. I'm gonna go ahead and close this reading, but I do want to pull just one of the 7 oracles and share this with you, so that if you are interested in doing these types of readings and journal prompts, just so that we can lift our vibrations, once again, just comment that you are interested. Ooh, that is a big fumble. Let me fix that, y'all. I'm sorry. Because y'all know I don't like to waste time in readings. I enjoy listening to readings, and when they get to talking and doing all that old extra stuff, I get to fast forward it. Like, let's just get to it. All right, so this one is let it go. What are you being called to let go of? Let me look at the guidebook for this. That is really beautiful. You know, and sometimes we do have to sever ties with people because, you know, they're not in alignment with us anymore. You know, you may have had a friend or since childhood. I'm not saying you have to cut that person off, but sometimes you have to, just kind of like separate just a little bit just so you can do your own thing so that you both can grow. But with this let it go, it says the key concepts is about forgiveness, healing, resentments, shedding the role of the eternal matter, letting go of victimhood, cutting the ties that bind you to a destructive story, releasing pain so you can move into the lesson it offers, relinquishing the need to be right. Ooh, Lord. That was so me, y'all. That was so me. Like, yeah, we're not going to get into a tangent. There are times in life when you must forgive, lest you become a hostage to your anger, frustration, disappointments, and resentment. This is not about condoning bad behavior or minimizing a hurt done to you. Forgiveness is simply a commitment to stop telling an old story so you don't carry its burden anymore. If you don't forgive, old hurts fester and become distorted, causing you pain over and over again. You become trapped in a prison of your own making, tied to the story that you were a victim. It's time to cut the invisible cords attaching you to a situation and preventing you from moving forward. The truth is, you are victimizing yourself every time you recreate the unresolved hurt in your mind or speak of it with friends. Rather than allow this folly to repeat, surrender the situation to your higher power. Now is the time for radical forgiveness. Say no to drama in all forms and forgive yourself and others for engaging in it. Consider the ancient Hawaiian practice known as Ho'oponopono. This simple prayer is a beautiful way to begin the process of forgiveness. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It's based on the idea that we are all responsible for the reality we see in the world. If something is awry, whether it's your perception, your emotional reactions, your judgment, and so forth, it's up to you to clean it up. Forgiveness is the key to liberated and meaningful life. No matter what method you choose, just do it. So what situation are you falling victim to in your life during this present moment? Is there a more recent or past situation that you keep discussing with friends, family, that you keep feeling anger, hurt, and resentment from? I want you to go ahead and write that out. That doesn't have to be shared with anyone, but it's time to address it. There was a reading that I did, and there was an energy of an ex that did some very hurtful and backstabbing things, and someone commented, no, I don't want this person back, and I don't want you speaking of that energy. And you know what? The energy comes up because the energy is still attached, which means, sometimes we still hold on to a cord, even though we may not want a particular person back in our life. As long as we think about them, as long as we keep revisiting those thoughts of what happened, as long as those triggers are continuously, on our mind, that's like, someone just sharing, oh, well, this happened to me, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, well, if you go and you be like, yeah, I had a similar situation, this happened to me, and my ex did this or that or whatever, you're still holding on to it. That is the anger. That is the resentment. That is what is still being held on to. And that is why it is still coming up in your readings. If you do not want a specific energy to come up in your reading, stop thinking about them. Stop thinking about them. Because if you were completely over it, you're not thinking about them, or them thinking about you, because sometimes, you may not be thinking about them that often, but that person may be wishing, praying, manifesting you, okay? And so if the energy is attached, the energy is attached. Pray for that person to heal and move on. But, it is all because we have to let it go. So what needs to be let go of in your life? Let's retell these stories of victimhood, on how, victorious we was in the situation, how something that was meant for our downfall ended up being an upgrade. Because a lot of the times that's what these lessons teach us in life. Every time someone thinks that they got over, they find out, no, I fumbled, I messed up, I let a really good person go. And so, there are attachments there. There are cords that are still left that need to be severed. Okay. What in your life can you let go of? How can you take something that was heartbreaking and retell that story of how you accomplished and beat the odds? So we're gonna go ahead and leave that reading here. If you guys do want to get off into this kind of stuff and get heavy in our emotions, heavy in our energy, I personally know that I still have some anger and some resentment. I'm working on it. I try my best to do forgiveness, affirmations and meditations when at all possible. I make sure that I'm speaking it in my prayer. But guess what? It's not going to disappear overnight. Healing takes time. And I give myself permission to go at whatever pace my soul feels is necessary for me. And I would, extend that to anyone else. Your feelings are always valid. Period. Your feelings are always valid. However you feel, whether you are right or whether you are wrong, it is just something for us to work through and to understand the lesson in it. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords doesn't become the Queen of Swords, just because she was born that way. She was characterized that way. That means life lessons have made her experience, have made her very strong and witty. Okay, so I'm going on. Let's wrap it up. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.